Hi, welcome back to Fake It to Make It, or hi if you're new. I'm Katie. Today I am going to be doing my mid-year planner lineup. To be honest, I have not been using my planners in a way that serve me well, that I know work for me. And so it's mid-year. I have a couple planners that I recently purchased that are July start. So I figured it was the perfect time to do a mid-year shake-up, a mid-year change, if you will. So I'm going to go over all the planners that I'm going to be using. There's a few. And as I was making my list, I was like, this seems ridiculous. I'm not going to use all these planners every day. And there isn't an intention to. So as you're listening to this or watching, please know there's several planners, but I will not be using all of these every day because I don't have time to use 8 planners a day. If that works for you, awesome. That's the great thing about planners. What may work for me may also work for you, which is why I share it. But it also might not, or maybe one piece of it will. So that is the point in sharing this is, maybe it gives you an idea. Maybe I'll get an idea from you. Maybe you'll tell me in the comments like, oh, I have this planner and this is how I use it. So that's my purpose in sharing this. Please don't feel like you need to go purchase all these things. But maybe you see something that you like or will help you with your life. And in that case, that's great. And I'm glad that I can help. A lot of these companies I have affiliate links for down below. Some of them I don't. And I'm trying to think if anything was, I think I've purchased almost all this myself, I believe. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. First, this is a Happy Planner vertical. This is a Live.Love.Posh, like cognac vegan leather cover that I put on. And this is a planner. This is not anything new. I've had this. This came out in the fall, I believe. And I have been using this. I use as a journal. So basically, my monthly, I was kind of writing like words or phrases, something that reminded me of that day. But to be honest, I fell off. I have not really been using this in the past few months. There's a couple times I've decorated it, and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon. So I do like to decorate. I'm trying to see if I have one decorated without like a ton of personal information on it. Let me see here. Okay, I think this is fine. So this is like what I would usually do, just decorate it and then kind of use it as a journal. So that is my plan. I really do enjoy journaling. Do I do it every day? No, but I'm part of this like renewal, this like mid-year kind of refresh is to start a morning and evening routine. And part of that for me is journaling, even if it's a brief little thing or writing a phrase down. So that is what this planner will be used for. Not really planning, but rather kind of memory keeping, journaling. So I want to kind of pick back up. So this, again, was already set up. This is something I have. So, and I think you could easily use a horizontal or any layout for that. So that is planner number 1. Planner number 2. Planner number 2 is also a planner that I have had. This was sent to me. The cover I purchased, this is a Kell of a Plan vegan leather cover. And then the planner itself was sent to me by Heather. I'm an affiliate for her. And this is my budget planner. So this for me is something that I use really honestly like once a month. I plot out my bills. I will do, like I think you saw here, like my monthly budget, and then I'll plot out my bills. And I tend not to really come back into this planner too much. So again, I'm going to show you guys a lot of planners. This isn't something I use every day. Do I come into my budget planner every single week? No. Do I think it's maybe a good idea to do that? Sure. I just don't. But I really am enjoying her monthly or her budget planner. It's really been working for me. I like the setup of it, and so I'm going to continue using this. So again, this was something I started in January. It was sent to me, and I just put it in this cover because I like, a nice sleek cover. And again, I purchased this, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it, is what I say. So just because like new planners have come out doesn't mean you necessarily need a new planner. So I'm going to continue with this because it's working for me. So that is my planner number 2. My third isn't so much a planner as it is a notebook. It is this, I got this, years ago from Erin Condren. It was part of their Wonder Woman series, which I love some Wonder Woman. And I had purchased this and I never used it. And then this year, I was talking to some friends and about like manifesting and like kind of writing your kind of hopes, dreams, whatever down. And I thought, this is perfect. Like I didn't have a use for this. I really like it. It's slim. I can take it places. And so I was doing really good until about March because I just looked at this before I started. And March is when I kind of fell off the bandwagon with everything. So I definitely want to start using this again. Will it happen every day? Maybe not, but this kind of goes hand in hand with that first Happy Planner vertical with a journaling planner. Maybe just, taking a couple minutes. Usually I just write like a few lines in here, things I'm kind of, hoping, wishing, working towards. So that is what I will be using this Erin Condren for. Next up is my Happy Planner Mini. I love a small, chunky little planner. This is so cute. I have some little quotes in here. Create your own magic. I have some cloth and paper, clear dashboards. This I probably need to wipe off. It's a little smudgy. Create your own magic. This was a cloth and paper little dashboard or cover. It's really thick, but it's so nice. This was also cloth and paper. So this is kind of a combo of the planner itself is a Happy Planner Mini, but I have a lot of like cloth and paper, like little elements in here and other things. So I just love this because, this we already did. That was old. My little inbox page, and then we get into the Happy Planner portion. So this is why I fell off in March, because I started my new job in March. And so I think just with starting my new job, I've kind of fallen off of YouTube and social media a little bit, like just kind of starting this new job and getting up to speed on everything. But I love having something where I can do a brain dump if I'm out and about, even though this may be, in several other areas. I feel like this is really perfect because if I'm like at my mom's and she wants to know if we can meet for lunch a certain day, I can open it up and see what's going on. The summer is a little bit less busy, but like Shelby has soccer games because she plays soccer in college. And so there's always like stuff like that, appointments, meetings. Like I love having something like this when I am out and about. And then, okay. And then like I have my weekly, where I can put things if I want. I tend to not need this, like the weekly so much when I'm on the go. But I do like to have it in case I have like a really busy day or there's some things I need to remember to do. And then the way I have this set up, so that's, this is also, I'm sorry, let me come to a day that I know. I decorated this one. Cute. Let me come to a week. It is a dashboard simply layout, which I believe these are at Walmart. And so I love that. I don't need that whole first page. It's just the week. So very perfect for that. And then I have, of course, some cute little bookmark, and then some more things from cloth. This is from Cloth and Paper. These, I can't remember if I got these from Live.Love.Posh. I think maybe I did, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, sorry. If there was a weird cut there, I opened this and there was some information on here that needs to not be on the internet. Like, phone numbers and things. So I pulled that note out. This is real life. So you flip here and I have some note sheets. So if I'm out and about or I need to make like a grocery list or something like that, I have some note sheets. I also have, you can see a little clear divider, and I have some daily sheets. So if I feel like I need, like something more specific, you know, for work or on the go, I have these little daily sheets. And then this came in a cloth and paper sub box, I believe. These weekly, or did I buy this? Ooh, now I don't remember. Maybe I purchased this, or maybe it came in a sub box. I can't remember. But it's a weekly schedule. It has the hourly. So I have this in here if I feel like I have kind of a weird week or something's a little bit different. I can kind of also use this. And I think there's like, yeah, there's some grid note paper that came in the back. So that is my mini on the go. So this comes with me every day. Do I look at it every day? Not necessarily. Oh, and this cover is from Fancy Plans and Co. So perfect for the mini, lots of pockets. I have some like little sticky notes and some, I think some sticker sheets. Yeah, some sticker sheets in there. This is so perfect, and you can make it kind of chunky, and look, there's still room. Like I could make her chunky and it would still fit in this. And if you can see a theme here, I love having my planners in these covers. It's just, I don't know, like I love the cute, fun covers, but I also love like this professional neutral look that has been like the last year, something like I've really gravitated towards. So this is kind of my on the go, kind of in case planner, which I do not plan to give up because I love it because she's chunky and she's cute. So that is that. And then I have this plum paper. I picked this quote, "Life's too short to work for someone else's dream." And this is for social media. Again, I've really fallen off the bandwagon since March. I've been really inconsistent, just because I've been so busy with work and kind of getting this new job set up, because it is kind of like my own practice. And so there's a lot of work that goes into that. I do work for someone else, not to say I've started my own practice, but I kind of can choose to run it, choose my hours. I won't get into that. That's not what this video is about. But so I've kind of fallen off the wagon, so to speak. So this is really hopefully going to help to keep me focused, organized, so I can create content on a more consistent basis. I love this cover. I thought it was so fun. And it's like this, I don't know how to describe it. It's flexible, but it's like you can't tear it. It's like a plasticky, rubbery kind of a cover, and then I chose to have that on there. And so let me come to June. I've done nothing with yet. So let's come to June. As you can see, I purchased this back in March or April. I think March. And I haven't been that great. So birthdays, events, things to remember. I don't know that I'll use it. There's a note page. You have this lovely monthly layout, which I think is perfect for writing down like releases. Maybe if there's some fun holidays, something that I want to create content for. I think I will put that on here. Is how I'm going to use the monthly. And then this is I think it's called the Me Planner. I love this because it's kind of reminiscent of the Happy Planner teacher layout, but I love it because across the top are the days of the week. And if you notice, this is a lighter gray than this, meaning like this is actually still part of May. June starts here, but you still get the full week, which I think is really nice. Let me kind of show. And I think this would be perfect for so many different things. Like as a working mom, if you're like, I really just want one planner, I love because you can pick your different kind of headings over here. So I have like a general to do. What do I need to do this day? Do I need to film? Do I need to edit? Do I need to do both? So I love a nice to-do list. YouTube, IG. So this is a static post. I put Reels, TikTok, so short form content, any collaborations here, which I haven't had a lot recently. I've turned down a lot of stuff just because I just haven't had the time. But if there's something I need to turn in for a collab specifically, I want it separate. And then project, if I've had some ideas over the last couple years, and I haven't move forward with them. And so when I made this planner, I was still contemplating that. I'm not sure that there was a project that I kind of had in mind. And so that's what that was for, like me working towards that. So we'll see. But what I love about this planner is I honestly feel like I could probably make this work for several different things. Like I could like as like in a combo planner, because you can even, I think, put headings on these areas. I chose not to, but like I could do a work section, home, kids, household projects, emails. You could break this up however you want, and I feel like that could be so convenient to have one planner but then have multiple headings. So that's just how I plan to use this. And I love that you can make it yourself. You can add sections, up to a certain page count. So I have a note page, and then I did a my bill page, and this is just for me to track what I am spending on things for quote unquote fake it till you make it, and money that I make. I do get some money on affiliate links, so I do get payouts here and there. And so just to kind of track all that so it's easier come tax season. So I included this page. So that's how I plan to use this, is kind of a social media planner. I don't know, will this be something I use every single day? Probably not, but my hope would be that I'm looking in this planner at least a few times a week, kind of checking in as I am getting more settled in this job. My hope and my goal is that I am on a better schedule making content, and hopefully this will help to keep that organized. I don't want all this stuff in my personal planner. And honestly, I had one of these last year, and I will write in pencil. Like I'll fill the monthly portion out, or I will write things here in pencil and I'll erase it and move it. So this is not aesthetic. This is completely functional, which I love. So this is a plum paper. It's such a cool company. I feel like you don't see a lot if you're part of quote unquote the planner community on Instagram. I feel like you don't see a lot of plum paper, but definitely I'm not an affiliate with them, but I feel like a cool company to check out for sure. Next, next is my Erin Condren. This is, I believe, a 7x9. I picked this up when I went to Go Wild in Texas. I went to Austin and stayed with my friend Marielle for a few days, and we went to the Domain to the Erin Condren store. I am an affiliate. I purchased this myself with my own money. But if you are interested in one of your own, check out my affiliate link down below. So I built this. I got the rose gold coil with this beautiful cover. I loved the teal. And because I purchased this, it came with a free stencil, which I love because it has like the little monthlies and the little boxes, which is so cool. Love a stencil. So this is the compact vertical layout. And it is a July start, so I'm super excited to use that. Okay, so a little progress each day. So there are 12, so I'm going to do July through June. And I think as of right now, I think how I'm going to use this is a focus for the month. So my big goal, like my focus for this year is organization, I guess. Organization of like my mind, of my home, of my budget, kind of getting things in order. And so I think how I'm going to use this. So this planner is going to be like my main planner, my home planner, my to-do list, all things like that. So I think how I'm going to use this is every month I am going to have a focus for my home. So I'm really in like the spirit of decluttering, right? Like my children are now adults. They both still technically adults. They live at home, but I feel like we've accumulated a lot of stuff, right? My father passed away a few years ago, and like in my grief, like I couldn't part with some things, and so I just brought it to my house, and I have boxes of stuff that I don't need. Like I'm over that part of that grief process. Like, yes, there are some things I'll keep, but I didn't need all that. He lived with my grandma and took care of her, and I was super close to her. So it was some of her stuff too. And in my grief, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't throw the stuff away, right? The stuff that we couldn't sell. And so I accumulated some stuff, and I'm ready now. Like, it's time. It's been several years now. And I think too, just that my kids are older, and you know what I mean? And like the styles have changed. I have some like decor that's been boxed up. So I am ready to organize, purge, do some home projects, things like that. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is every month do a focus and kind of write down, like the main focus. So for July, for example, it may be like really going through my closet, kind of getting rid of some stuff. And so like that may be a focus, which seems like a small thing, but I do also work full time, and I also want to enjoy the summer. So, but that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do for this. There's so many ways I feel like you could use this if you have like personal health goals, whatever, but that is how I'm going to use this. Enough yammering about that. We have this page. So I think on this page, before every month, I'm going to set this up as a kind of like master to-do list. Like this is all the things like I hope to accomplish this month, around the house. Doesn't necessarily matter when it gets done, just that I want it to get done. So one may be like, like going through my shoes in the closet, and really kind of breaking it up into specific tasks, because while maybe my overall task is to like redo my room or give my room a refresh, just putting that down it's too big of a goal. So I really want to break things down into smaller pieces that I can do in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, because I got a little touch of the ADD, and sometimes analysis paralysis sets in, where if something seems really big and I don't have a clear starting point, I kind of like avoid it, or I start doing other things, and then I feel like I've done like a swirling dervish. Like I've done a bunch of things, but I can't really have anything to show for it. So I need to get back into my planners, because that's what helps. So I want to break bigger tasks down into little more manageable tasks. So say I do have 15 minutes here or 20 minutes there. I can look on a to-do list and say, okay, like I have 15 minutes isn't long enough to do my room refresh, but 15 minutes is long enough to maybe go in the closet and go through, some of my shoes. So that is what I plan to do for this, is like really like kind of deep dive more into and writing out like some to-dos for the month. So when I do have that time to kind of come to this list and say like, okay, I have some extra time, like what of these tasks can I get done? And then I have my monthly. So my monthly for me is a brain dump. All the appointments, games, practices, who's working. Like sometimes like my son will go up north with friends. Like all those things go here. This is like the brain. This is the big mamma jamma. Everything goes into the monthly. And I also love that it's neutral. Thank you, Erin Condren, for making it nice and neutral. We then have this July page where it's kind of, I call it the currently page. So here I think I'm going to put maybe some goals. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with this. Because this is, again, like my more personal planner. So maybe some personal goals, habits, perhaps I may put here. And again, here I can always use this for more to-dos, notes, whatever. And then we have the compact vertical layout, which I love. This is perfect for lists. I love a good list. It helps to keep me motivated, helps keep me on track. So I really like this planner. I have used this layout in a cloth and paper previously. I love the compact vertical layout. So I'm really excited. It's super functional. You can break it in half if you need to, and you could do like 2 little to-do lists. You can leave it long. I just think it's a really great layout. So, and then this will just be like the things I want to get done during the day. Which some days I may not. You know, there are days I'm very busy with work. I work a 12-hour day. Guess what? I'm going to work. I'm probably going to make some dinner and chill for a little bit and go to bed. And that's okay. But then the days when I do have time, you know, I want to make sure that I am using my time appropriately. So that is that. And then you have obviously the note sheet for the next month. So, or I guess you could use this for July, but I feel like I'm going to use it for the following month. So that is my plan with this. And then this planner has a note section in the back. So how I plan to use this, I know people, oh my gosh, there are so many like setup videos that are so great, and people have like a budget and savings tracker and like all these different things. For now, for me, I think I am going to make a list. I'm going to create a like menu section, which isn't like not recipes, not anything, but just meals. I don't know if you guys are like me. So I think because I'm a working mom, sometimes cooking is not enjoyable for me. A lot of the times it's like a task I need to do. And it's like, oh my gosh, what's for dinner tonight? I don't even want to think about it. Like, I don't know. And then I end up making like the same few meals on rotation. And so I want to create a menu section. So I'll probably cut this in half so I have more space. What I plan to do is write down some different meal ideas that I try or that we have as a family and that we really enjoy. So then when I'm kind of like, what am I going to make for dinner this week? Or I'm doing my grocery list, I can have somewhere to flip, and it's okay, like, you know, whatever, this sheet pan meal. And it's not a recipe. I'm not going to write the whole recipe here, but just enough that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Let me get the ingredients. So I think that that's really important. So I think I'm going to probably do at least 2 pages cut in half, because I think I can then get, and that's quite a few meals. So I think that'll be perfect. So I'm thinking right now 2 pages for like my meals or my menu. And then I want to also keep a list of some home projects. I want to create a section for home projects. Some of them are simple. Some are like, I have been meaning to replace a light switch cover in our living room forever. You know, when I think about it, when I switch the light switch on in there, and I'm like, oh, I just don't like it. Like, it's dingy. It needs to be replaced. So goofy, like, some of them are simple like that. Some are bigger. But just, I want to write them down again. So when I do have time, or I have, you know, several hours of free time, or I'm trying to figure out like, okay, like what, you know, how do I allocate my time today? Or I have a little bit extra time to do a little extra than, you know, just the normal upkeep. I have a list that I can go to. Oh my gosh, like that will take 5 minutes. Or if I look at it, oh man, like I haven't ordered that light switch cover. Let me order it so I can just do it. It's such a simple thing, but there's little things like that sometimes that I forget, or I don't think about until I'm like in the moment or doing it. So I want to create a home projects section as well. And so for that though, I feel like I'm probably going to need a little more room. So I'm thinking menu here, and then maybe like home projects, these 2 pages. And then I might leave this blank in case I come up with something else that I like want to track. So I think that's how I'm going to use this. Let's keep in touch. No, this, I would love to write down birthdays, but I don't know if I have enough lines, to be honest, for all the birthdays, and like special occasions, but we may just like then utilize this space. But that's what I plan on doing for this, is putting birthdays and special occasions down. And then that's it. So this is going to be like the main planner, is this Erin Condren, kind of like the brain. So this planner will likely be one that I touch probably almost daily. Ideally, it would be every day, but I just know with work sometimes it's not realistic. But that is the plan for this one. And then I have this cute little Laurel Denise in my favorite color. I call this peacock blue. It just has like it's like this gorgeous deep teal with like this bronzy gold coil. Like, this is gorgeous. She gorge. It does have a pocket here. I am an affiliate with her. I did purchase this myself. It comes with a cute little ruler and this little scalloped kind of page marker. It says, oh, you are here, and oops, you are also here, which I love. So this is also a July start. So we have, when you first open it, goals, things to remember. For me, I think because again, I'm going to use this for work. There are sometimes like I have to renew certain things. There are sometimes like ongoing courses I need to do. So I think will probably like write that in here. And then we come to July. This planner is small. If you do not write small, this is not the planner for you. Or if you can't write small. Like, this is my finger. This box, this is a Zebra Sarasa 0.5 pen. Like, that's how small these boxes are. For me, that's fine because, again, I'm using this for work. My days, while they look different, a work day is a work day for me. So I don't really need this to write things like that. I may put, sometimes I have a meeting, which I do shorthand, so I might just put like MTG 8 a.m. or something like that, just to overview if I happen to have a day off, or like in July, I have a vacation and I'm off on the 4th. The office is closed. So I may write things like that on here. Or if, there's something that I need to follow up on, say I've changed a patient's blood pressure medication on the 9th, and I really want to follow up within 2 weeks to see like how they're doing with the new medication. So I might put like a little dot or some kind of system here and then put it on here, like follow up with Mr. Smith about, his blood pressure. So that's how I'm kind of planning on using this. So if you don't know, I guess I should explain. I am a home health nurse practitioner, so I go into homes and I'm basically like a traveling primary care provider. So I go into patients' homes who have chronic conditions, who have some mobility, difficulties, whether it's they, don't drive anymore or they have difficulty getting around, and I do exams, order tests, all that thing. So this, I love that you also have like your week and your day. You can use this as an hourly, but what I'm going to do, so there are 5 types of visits and they're different visit codes, and you get paid differently per visit code. And so, what I want to do, or what I'm thinking of doing, is blocking this off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe there's only 5. I have to double check. Is kind of drawing a line across here on this little part, putting the like abbreviated visit. So like a routine visit, I might just put R. New patient, I might do like NP. There's something called a TCM. I would put that. A tele visit, a telehealth visit, a welcome visit, or wellness visit might be a different code. So, and then I can tally up each day that way, because I do think it's great. Like, I trust my company, love my company, but accidents happen. So I really want to track my codes to make sure like what I'm getting paid lines up with what I'm seeing, and that way, because I'm going to forget. So I really want to track that, and then also track my mileage for each day. So I will probably use that up here. And then if there's anything else like I need to do, I may just write it in here. I don't know yet if I'm going to use this as an hourly. I'm thinking not, because I run around. I'll probably more use this as like a to-do list for the day, to be completely honest. But I like the option. I can use it for an hourly if I like. And then you have like a to-do this week. perfect. And then you come here, habit tracker. I'm probably not going to use the habit tracker in this, unfortunately, even though I love this. But this is my work planner, so maybe I'll track water because I'm real bad about water. And then this page I'm going to use as kind of, I may like section it off a little bit. This is stuff I think I'm going to put to like follow up on. Again, like so-and-so's blood pressure or whatever. Just kind of notes to myself, like remember to follow up on these things, or ask scheduling to, schedule this patient because they called about something. So that's how I will use this planner, and we'll see how that goes. I also had another idea for a work planner using daily sheets. I'm still contemplating that, but because I have this, I feel like this will work. We're gonna try that first and see how that works out for me. But I love it. This isn't gonna go anywhere with me. I won't need it to. I may seem silly to have a separate work planner, but a lot of it is tracking information, and I just don't want it to get like mismatched in with my personal stuff. So I like the idea of having something completely separate. And so I'm going to use this for work. And then last but not least, this is a Kell of a Plan cover that I purchased myself. And in here I have printed off Heart Breathings. It is a quarterly goal planner. Now, the planner itself, I'm not using. I don't need it. I printed it. I thought I was going to use it, and I just didn't. However, there's like a little bit of like a workbook in here. And in the back you can see, because I printed it off a different size because sometimes it's janky, this boot camp. I want to revisit this. I did this back in like December, January. And at that time, the job I was in was, I was just working all the time. I wasn't really sure what I was going to be doing. And I had some different ideas. And probably some different goals. And so we're 6 months into the year now. July is like that halfway point, and which is crazy to me. But I want to kind of revisit this a little bit. I also have a Moxie Life. So I'm going to take a look at both and see, because I just feel like things have changed a lot for me in the past 6 months. So this is not something, again, I'm not going to pick this up every day. This is something I think I want to revisit, do the workbook, and then I'll kind of see from there whether or not I use the actual planner. I don't think that I will necessarily. I think I will take what I learned from this and work it into my current planner. So I just think where I'm at right now, I really am eager to kind of to have a reset. I'm eager to kind of learn to enrich my life, to prioritize things. I'm just like in a good headspace for that. So I think it's the perfect time for something like this. So again, so that's 8 things. I also have several notebooks and other little things that kind of help to keep me organized. So these aren't really planner items per se, but just things that kind of make my life more organized. So this is a Happy Planner notebook I've made. It has some grid paper in here, again, because I love the cover, right? So I can kind of make what I want with this. I have several of these little Erin Condren A5 notebooks. Love these, perfect size. This one happens to be a Star Wars one. And then this that I recently purchased from Desiree at Happy to Plan. She's doing some budget things, and this is so cute. If you guys have followed along for a while, I am a cash spender, a cash saver. It has really helped. I love that this is kind of like a wallet. And so, I got this like a month ago and I haven't set it up because life. So this is also something, I've used cash envelopes before. This is nothing new. This is new to me, but I want to set this up because I love that it's like very aesthetically pleasing. And so kind of get this set up for my cash system. So those are just a few other little extras. So my hope is you don't see this video and think, yeah, right, like 8 planners, who uses that? I'm not going to be touching these things every day. And some of them aren't planners. Some was like a journal, things like that. And, even some of the planners, like my budget planner, I don't touch every day, but I do like having that separate. I don't need to take that with me anywhere. So let me know down below what is in your planner lineup for July. And if it's one planner, that's fine. If it is a notebook and that's all you need because you make to-do lists, that's fine. This video definitely is not to make you feel like you need to go purchase any of these things by any means. So I'm just curious, what works for you? What are you using? And have you changed anything? Like, did you start the year using one thing and have found like that's not working, or it is working? Share below because we all learn from each other. So there are some affiliate links down below for some of these items. Happy Planner, Erin Condren, Kell of a Plan, Live.Love.Posh, Fancy Plans & Co. I have discount codes for everything down below. This little thing you can find from Happy to Plan. So cute. Really, really nice quality, you guys. Like, amazing. So if you're interested in that, yeah, go check that out. But I really appreciate you guys listening to me kind of talk through my planner lineup with you. I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you guys have a great week planning your best life. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.